Morning. Thursday morning. Don't know what the date is actually. Probably the 4th or the 5th. No, it was the 5th yesterday, so it's probably the 6th. This week has flown by. I don't know if it's because of Monday I was off anyway. Tuesday I stayed off because I was tired from the pod camp. Yesterday I went to the wine place to do a little bit and put some catalogues into envelopes to send off to companies, big restaurants. And then today it's like 8:45 and I'm heading over to Warsaw or Dudley. One of the two, I never remember, I just know the way. I'm scatty like that sometimes. And I'm going to go and see a restaurant. We're a little bit behind with their website, so we need to go and finalise some things. I've got the designer working on integrating their fonts because they wanted their specific font in there. And I just really need to go and see her and tell her where everything's at with it. 3 good things that happened this morning. Or at least 2 good things have happened this morning, and the third one is worthy of a mention because although it didn't happen today, I think it's worth bringing up. I need to get a sticker on my car, tradepricesigns.com, on the back of that car. Why don't I have one on the back of my car? Well, there's probably a good reason for that. Is one, I don't want people to think, "Ew, look at him, who the fuck does he think he is?" By having my car parked outside with, what do you call it on it? Projects on it. Plus, I don't want people to sort of know where it's at specifically, you know. I think it's alright if you're always on the road and you've got a garage, but it's a bit iffy to have it outside your house, I think. I don't know. Maybe I could have a removable magnetic sign, but that'll cost money, and I'd have to put it on every day. Anyway, getting back to it, 2 good things happened this morning. One, Sam was really tired when she woke up this morning, so I sort of, whoa, excuse me, hang on a sec. I sort of fed Ella. Who's fucking Ella? Ella! I fed Ella this morning. I don't normally feed her in the morning. And it was one of those touching life moments. She looked up at me as if to say, "You're not my mum." And I kept on smiling at her and she kept smiling while she was drinking. And then she just did something totally out of what I would have expected. She grabbed my hand and she was just squeezing. She was moving her hand up my hand and she was just squeezing the end of my thumb, holding on to my thumb, which I thought was really cute. She doesn't normally like me to feed her. I think it's because Sam feeds her more than I do. It's sort of, she gets used to who's feeding her. So that was quite nice. And then I went to the post office, which is just up the road, to pick up my threadless stuff, which has come through. And that always makes me happy when threadless stuff arrives, because it's reasonably cheap stuff, and I don't have to, you know, like $10, $15 for a shirt. It's like 6-7 quid, you know. And I'd rather buy something from threadless because the designers get some money back for doing it, which I think is a brilliant concept. You know, if you work on something, you design something, then you should be expected to get some money back, which is great. And 2, the t-shirts are always sort of ones that you can't get in the shops around here. You know, it's exclusive. I like that exclusivity. I mean, one of them, ninjas and pirates both agree that cowboys suck. I think that's a brilliant shirt. And I bought loads. I bought about 5 or 6. But I had to go to the post office because I had to pay a customs charge on it. I don't know why, but Threadless haven't realised yet that they could probably help out the European contingent if they just demark down the value of the shirts. Because customs rarely check a package that has got fabric in it. I mean, they scan it and they obviously know it's fabric. But TechSmith sent me a load of stuff. And they sort of, you know, and then there was no customs on that, maybe because it was a private DHL, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was that. But yeah, so that's cool. You know, new t-shirts, they make me happy. I've probably got about 40 or 50 shirts from Threadless now. Sam goes mad. Why do you need all these shirts? Because they make me happy. them because they're cheap, and I'm helping a designer to eat somewhere on the planet, you know, indirectly. So yeah, a couple of good things this morning. I've now got like a 35 minute drive to Harbour Lights. The sun's out, life's good, life's busy. I've got this project and another project to finish in the next 2 weeks, which will put my bank balance into a better, healthier state of mind than it is at the moment. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because there's some HD editing involved and a Flash movie that needs to be integrated in with that movie, with the Flash version of that HD movie, and a content management system written from scratch. We could install WordPress and this, that, and the other, but then we got the problems of maintaining a WordPress installation, where, you know, upgrades and patches and whatever else. So what we'll probably do is write a CMS with really light features in it, build some kind of RSS using Magpie RSS or something similar, and do a really, really basic version of it. I mean, I like WordPress because it's really good for search engines. The search engines really love a WordPress installation and the way it's laid out. But if we get the initial design up, then we can. I really need a third-party guy on the side to do the SEO, search engine optimization, for all my sites, and he needs to be skilled in CSS as well. I've got a guy now through another third-party company who does the initial design, and I love his minimalistic, you know, rustic-y, classic-y look design, and he also cuts it up, which he does very well. My car went a bit weird then. I think probably because I slammed it into fifth quickly. So yeah, that's it. That's my day. So that's my first half of the day planned. I'll speak to you in a bit. One other thing I forgot to tell you about. I'm in Dudley now, by the way. I'm gonna go and buy the ammo tin, which is this really thin metal, but it's like what they store the ammo in when they go to war, and I'm going to get it filled with foam. I'm going to put all the cameras and all the mics from PodCam, which was sponsored and bought by Blog TV for mobile events, and I'm hoping that they're going to agree to send it around to all the PodCams. So basically a PodCam will put in sort of an application for the unit, and then they'll pay the DHL to pay for wherever it is to get, you know, to there. But I've decided to put all sorts of stuff in the actual tin, maybe like a little checklist from, you know, the UK and what we did in terms of making sure that ports were open for Blog TV, who attended, you know, like a little signature list, and maybe just, you know, spread this box around and see how many people we can get to sign it, and put stickers on it and all that good stuff. I think it's going to be an amazing project, and I hope other companies who do live streaming like Ustream and Operator 11 and others will take up the idea, because really, if you want people to stream their content from their event, you should really provide them with the equipment to do that, because it's quite a lot of hard work to get stuff together. I mean, that streaming stuff, I literally got 2 days before. The only reason why I knew it was going to work is because I've been doing streaming at home myself. So yeah, I'm going to get that today, and I'll probably vlog that as well. Come on, Jesus Christ, not Sunday. What the hell are you doing? Fucking spoons.